You are watching the Capital City Sports Network on SGTV.
Good afternoon. Dakota Watson here with Spencer Lee as we're at Heathwood Hall High School for a matchup between the University of South Carolina Gamecocks club baseball team and the Maryland Terrapins. Should have a good one here today. We're going to do a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games. What do you got for us, Spencer?
Well, this Maryland team is playing north of 500 ball, and they're historically very good. And the South Carolina team's been struggling of late, so it should be an interesting game.
We're going to get right underway here. Looks like we've got George Gaylor stepping into the plate here for Maryland, the away team. Mark Evans on the mound for USC. First pitch.
Shows bunt to start.
Little low.
I don't know if he's going to try to slap that one towards third and try to beat it out.
Third baseman now comes in on the grass. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Called strike as it rolls through the backstop.
As a catcher, you got to make sure you're catching those because the umpire's not going to give you the benefit of the doubt every time, and it really hurts your starting pitcher.
One count here. Comes the windup. Stretch and the pitch. Outside corner fastball there called strike 2.
That's a great pitch, and we're seeing early what this ump's going to give him. And if he's letting him give the outside, if he's giving him the outside corner all game, it's going to be very hard to pull anything down the lines. It's a great location by Evans.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
He just blew that one by.
It's a good sign there. We're at the first batter. And for Maryland now, we've got Cahullin stepping into the plate. Center fielder. First pitch to him taken just inside.
And he's right on that line there, so he's going to try to get his arms extended and hit something on the outside. As a player, that's what I did in high school. I was very big on just crowding, and I tried to erase that line in the first inning.
Yeah, he's right up on there. Second pitch, outside corner, called strike 1. Evens it up here at 1-1. Wind up stretch. Looks like a slider there, called on the outside corner. If we can get that pitch all night, I think he'll be doing okay.
Oh, for sure. That's a very hard ball to hit, and if your batters aren't disciplined enough to take it to right field or left field, depending on where they are in the box, they're going to struggle.
Evans misses just inside there to even it up. Here comes the 2-2 wind-up stretch. Tapper back to the mound, just over his head to short. Fires to first, not in time, safe at first.
He's got some wheels.
He was moving.
Faster than I run.
That's Hairfelt, though, short with the throw. Good play by him. It's just a slow roller, tough to get.
That's an in-between ball. That's a very hard play to execute.
And now stands Thayer Seeley in the 3-hole for Maryland. Heard a lot of good things about him before the game today. He's their right fielder, kind of their mainstay in this lineup here. Big bat for him. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled foul just down the first base line. He really roped that one, too.
Oh, yeah, that was an outside pitch. He should have taken it the other way, but
looked like he
still
got
hit it
out
pretty
in front.
hard.
Definitely.
You might see Evans work some off speed now, see if he can keep him lunging.
Sure, but be careful for a ball in the dirt here with a pretty quick run over at first.
Oh, he's definitely going to have to keep him honest.
Pick off attempt. Back pretty easily. It's a good idea, though. Just make him think that you're thinking about him over there first.
He didn't show him his best move yet, so.
Definitely not. Here comes the 0-1. In tight, good stop by the catcher here. Bender blocking it up. Evans peers into the plate with the sign. Here comes the 1-1 chopper back to the mound over his head to second base. Going to be tough play first. Oh, the first baseman can't hang on. That's Grant there.
And that hit was almost identical just to the other side of the infield.
Exactly.
It's not an easy play.
It's a good sign for Evans, though, getting not a lot of hard hits so far today. A strikeout and a couple little tappers just to each side of the mound.
He's shown that he can strike him out and he can pitch to contact.
Janusz there at second on the ground ball. Not a whole lot you can do there. I think that's going to be close if it's a hit or an error, honestly. It's gonna be tough for the first baseman. It was right in his glove, but it was going to be a bang-bang play either way.
I wasn't sure that the throw would have beat him anyway.
So now all of a sudden, after the first strikeout, you've got runners on first and second, one down.
And your middle infielders are still playing double play depth, so if they get another little squibber in
stands
again.
Daniel Fishback for Maryland. First pitch to him. Good off-speed pitch on the outside part of the plate there, called strike one.
He's mixing it up early, and that's always a good sign for a pitcher. It means he's got command of his stuff, and he's ready to go.
He's definitely feeling the off-speed pitch so far today, that's for sure. Looks back to runner second. Two looks and the pitch. Low and away, ball in the dirt, runners going. And they're not going to have a play. Both runners in advance safely.
Bender was able to keep it in front of him. It's just that's one of those balls that gets under you and you can't figure out where it is.
Sure. And that's big here over at Heathwood High School. They've got a long backstop here. So if that gets by you, there's no telling. It could definitely be two bases on a pass ball or wild pitch here.
Oh, yeah. Even the big boys could get around.
Big boys like us?
Oh, yeah.
So now we've got runners on second and third here. Still one down. Outside, another slider there on the outside part of the plate, called strike. Borderline pitch there, but I think it looks like he's going to get that today, and that could be really helpful for Evans.
And the pitcher's consistently hitting their spots.
Fastball in there, just low.
Chris Cullen on the Gamecocks D1 team, he's fantastic at framing the ball.
Sure.
And if Bender can keep framing consistently, this umpire will give him the benefit of the doubt as well. So
absolutely.
Very good.
Here comes the tapper again. This time to first, they'll probably score a run. Bobbled in between the first and second baseman. That's probably going to go as a hit. Another runner coming around third, and he's going to score easily, no throw. So 3 tappers in a row here by Maryland hitters. Winds up being 2 runs, and that's going to draw out a mound visit. Again, you really have no choice but to call that one a hit. It's just a little tapper right between first and second. Pitcher had to come cover. And just like that, Maryland leads 2-0 in the top of the first.
And manager player Miles Moody's out there just discussing with his infield. Evans is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, Evans, he's starting pretty strong. Got a strikeout in the first batter here, and then literally 3 little tappers in a row to the infield. It's not a whole lot else you can ask for from your pitcher.
And this gets very frustrating as a pitcher. Hopefully he doesn't let it affect him.
You know, when the Gamecocks are coming in, 6 losses in a row here, I believe? 5 or 6?
They are.
So, I mean, when stuff like this happens, stuff's just not going your way. It's really frustrating. They haven't really put hard contact on yet, but if he can just keep doing what he's doing, I'm sure he'll have a good day. Evans now in the stretch again with a runner on first. The first pitch is low. Catcher snap throw to first, not in time.
That back pick's always a good play, as long as you have your right fielder backing up and making sure he's not getting more than one if the ball goes past Grant there at first.
Sure. We've got from Maryland player coach, the DH Pradeep Ramamurthy coming in here as he takes called strike on the outside part of the plate. Another fastball there.
Evans is just filling up the zone right now. You couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah, he's looking good so far for sure. A lot of soft contact. Outfield playing kind of deep around the whole way here. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Again, definitely not his best move there, but good to keep showing the runners that you're thinking about him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Tapper to third. It's going to be a tough turn. Over to second, got one. They're going to hang on to it just for the secure out.
That's important. You always get the lead runner if you can, and they were able to do it there. It was just another tapper, and it's very hard to turn double play on a tapper.
Oh, definitely. And once again, soft contact. Great play there by Al Ferris to come in and charge on that one and make sure they could get the lead runner. I thought he was just going to go to first on it, but ended up being able to get the lead runner, so good play there. In now for the Terrapins is Curtis Putnam, their left fielder. And with 2 down, he'll try to keep the rally going. First pitch to him. Just missed him inside there.
Another good spot, though. Not going to let him get his arms extended if you went for it. And
definitely. Let him get comfortable in there. Short lead over at first. Here comes Evans, 1-0 pitch. Good slider
beautiful.
came in. Right down the middle of the plate. I don't think he meant to put it right down the middle there, but either way, a lot of movement. I think it fooled the batter.
He's probably having trouble picking up that spin. It's a cloudy day. Ball might blend in a little bit back there.
The 1-1 fastball taken outside.
That looked like it could have been good, but
Yeah, it was awfully close, maybe a little low. So you're saying there's not a massive batter's eye here at Heathwood like there is over at Founders Park?
no. That's not a luxury they have.
Just outside here, up and away. Another fastball there from Evans. Again, I think if Evans just settles down here in the first and realizes he hasn't really given up any hard contact at all so far and gets out of this inning, they'll be able to bounce back.
Definitely.
Pitch swung on a miss there, strike 2.
I'm sure his confidence is still there. He knows he's doing a great job on the mound right now, and he understands that it's not his fault currently. It's just the start of a game. Got a little bit of the jitters in the field.
Here comes the pitch, just low. That's ball 4. So they do keep the rally going. And a pretty good at-bat there. That'll move runners to first and second now with 2 away. In now for Maryland steps catcher, number 37, William Taggart.
And I'm loving the Maryland with the stirrups.
Yeah, oh, gotta love the throwbacks here, the old school.
Stirrups are just, they're the heart of baseball.
Looks like he lost a curveball there in the first pitch, way high, just lost the grip there.
I was never a fan of the kids who went with the 3-inch stirrups. I
Sure.
was like the 5 or the 7.
Yeah,
gotta
you
show
gotta-
off a little of the white
Right,
undersock.
you gotta do it. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Evans. Again, high, this one off the glove and off to the backstop. Both runners advance.
Great job by Evans covering the plate, making sure no one can advance. Sometimes as a pitcher you forget that, and that's how you give up easy runs.
Now all of a sudden you really got to settle in and get this guy here at the plate and not worry about these runners, because it could, you get out with a 2 spot in the first inning, and you haven't given up any hard contact. You're not as frustrated, but if you somehow let 4 score here in the first inning, it's really going to shake up your confidence for the rest of the game.
That's without a doubt.
In comes the second baseman, Joey Janusz, here to kind of calm down the pitcher, let him know he's still doing his job. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a great pitch.
Not the first pitch, excuse me.
He had a little extra zip on that one.
Yeah, it looked good. I think he might be getting a little frustrated, but gotta keep composure.
Another great fastball.
Had a little movement on that one. There might have been a 2-seam, kind of came down low and in on the hitter here for the second strike.
If you could throw a heavy ball, it's one of the most valuable things you have.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's doing that so far as the 2-2's fouled away off to the right side. First baseman giving chase, but it'll go over where in the park.
And that's the sound effects that they have playing here at the park. No actual car was damaged, we don't think.
You never know. Big parking lot out there.
We may have muffled the sound of actual glass breaking with the artificial sound.
The 2-2 line drive up the middle, going to be a tough play for the shortstop. He's got it, fires to first.
Great throw.
And in time.
It's just a great play by short there.
Great play. Really saved 2 runs there, Hairfeld did. So the Gamecocks strained a pair, but they give up 2 in the top half of the first here. We'll see if they can bounce back as they come up to bat.
And we'll take a break here. as we switch innings. Yeah.
Here, bottom of the first, Maryland Terrapins lead the Gamecocks 2-0.
And we have Chris Ransom leading off here.
For the Terrapins, Stephen Hogan stands in, the big right-hander. First pitch, fouled straight back our way.
He's right on that.
Good cut, yeah, absolutely.
Whenever a hitter fouls it straight back, that means they're on it, and that means that they're feeling it.
This thing is confusing and it sucks.
We're having a little technical support here from Chase Justice.
The 0-1 swung on a miss with the slider on the outside part of the plate.
Didn't have that much movement, but really was a big cutoff in speed.
Yeah, definitely big speed difference there. Now in a hole early, the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the high fastball, got him chasing.
That pitch as a hitter looks so enticing. You just got to hold back. It's very hard.
So just as the Gamecocks did, first man striking out, maybe it's a good sign for us.
And Ransom leading off was actually a little bit different. Normally they have Nick Burgos.
And stands Christopher Bender.
I'll tell you, this umpire's consistent. He gave him another outside strike.
The 0-1, another good off-speed pitch there.
That thing had some.
That had a lot more movement than the first one for sure.
Looks like he finally got a hold of it.
So Bender now in an early hole as well. Strike three, swing and a miss on an outside fastball. Again, getting the hitter to chase with 2 strikes out of the zone.
No 2 strikes, you just got to protect, and that's a hard pitch, but he knew the umpire was calling a strike. He's the catcher, so he's behind the plate. He's seeing it. Now we have Nick Burgos.
I think if you're Burgos here standing in, I believe he's the DH today for the Gamecocks. I think if you're smart, you take a pitch here. I think Hogan for Terrapins has 6 pitches, and that's all. 2 strikeouts.
Ball might have broken a little bit late there.
Yeah, good job by Burgos there, taking the first pitch. High hanger, but tough to lay off, but he did. In comes the second pitch, a called strike 1 at the knees. Fast-paced pitcher here. As the 1-1's tap back to the mound, it's off the pitcher's glove. Third baseman comes in, charging, throw to first.
He's
Safe.
Ty goes to the runner in this situation. Burgos was
In every
moving.
situation.
That's fair, but we don't always see it, unfortunately. Burgos was moving down the line, and he was able to beat it out. It was
For
a
those
great
of you
job.
curious, Burgos is no small man either. He was moving it.
And James
had a head of
Grant's up
steam.
now, another big boy. His nickname's actually Big Country. We also call him Tex because he is from Texas.
The first pitch to him. High pop up. Behind first, second baseman over.
That's a tough ball. That's
And
great
Clifford
catch.
makes the squeeze there for the third out. Quick first inning. And not exactly what you want after a long first inning. Your pitcher has to go back out there now. So after 1 full inning, Terrapins lead 2-0 over the Gamecocks here at Heathwood Hall High School. And we're back here, top of the second inning. Maryland with a 2-0 lead. Jack Clifford stands in. First pitch, line drive, left center field. That's going to get down.
Single.
Taking advantage of the first pitch fastball there. Really jumped all over it. And just like that, Maryland keeps it back on him. It's really the hardest hit ball we've seen, honestly.
Yes. And Maryland's consistently up on the line. Current batter is not, but last couple hitters.
This is Daniel Torrio standing in. Shortstop for Maryland for his first plate appearance of the day.
And I'm just going to say we have Patrick DeMar up in the studio right now, helping us out with a little scoreboard issue. Patrick is also a member of SGTV. Patrick does some great work. Make sure you check out his segments with Talk of the Town.
Pickoff play over to first, not in time, but pretty close. In comes the pitch, strike called. Fastball over the heart of the plate.
And he continues to fill up the zone. You couldn't ask for a better start from Evans.
Wind up, stretch pitch, ball high, snap throw to first, not in time.
That's a great job by Grant getting over there, making sure he stopped that ball from going past him. It was a little away from his body.
Evans toes the rubber, peers over to first. Pretty decent lead over there. Here comes the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Runner not going. Good stop there by Bender behind the plate.
Bender's got to make sure he's a wall back there. He has been consistently, and it really helps out your pitcher. You don't have him getting in bad situations. Keeps the double play on.
Here comes a stretch swing and a miss. Strike two. Full count here. Let's see if the runner's going. Here comes the payoff pitch, fouled away.
And we have a foul ball there.
Good job by Torrio there, staying alive off the tough inside fastball. Evans checks the runner, fires over to first.
Great
They got him.
move. Wow, that was a great move.
Great pickoff move. Caught him leaning there. I think he might have been
Definitely
going.
caught him leaning.
And that's a big first out.
Yeah, that was a fantastic move. The runner got beached there. It's when he dives into the sand and doesn't go anywhere.
It wasn't even close to get back in the bag there. Another foul ball on a 3-2 pitch. Staying alive is Torrio.
And no cars were harmed, luckily.
Wind up, stretch, another 3-2, and another
That's
foul
another
ball
foul
off
ball.
to the right side.
And he's really putting in a great at-bat here.
Oh, definitely great at bat. Found off some tough inside pitches. Let's see if he has the confidence here to go off speed. He's fouled off a couple fastballs in a row. He's really getting his timing down. Here comes a 3-2.
And
Fouled off
another.
the right side.
He's putting up a great at-bat here.
You know, with nobody on base, you definitely don't want to walk a guy going off speed, but if you trust it, I'd go with it here.
And based on how he's been pitching, he should definitely have that confidence.
He does go off speed, misses high, lost the handle on it. So that's ball forward, it'll be a walk. That's when the pickoff really comes into play here, big time, that you know, we don't have runners on first and second now with no outs. Instead, runner on first, 1 out. We're back to the top of the order now. For the Terrapins, George Gaylord stands in. Struck out his first time. First pitch to him. Check swing, I believe called strike one. Had some movement on it. Might have been a two-seam there. Diving away from the left-handed hitter. Average lead over at first. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive almost caught the pitcher into center field. Base knock.
And right it back up the middle. That means he's on the pitch. Drove back up the middle. You can't ask for anything more.
Oh, yeah, he was looking fastball and was all over it.
And that's a great feeling as a hitter. When you're guessing something and you have it, makes
Yeah,
it
he was
real
definitely
easy.
sitting fastball there. In now is Eric Cahullin for the Terrapins, with runners on first and second here, 1 away.
And they do still have the double play set up now. And that could get him out of this inning.
I think this could be a big inning for them if they could get out of this one. Strain a couple runners.
Definitely build some more confidence in the field.
Here comes the first pitch to him. Taken just low and away.
It was a beautiful pitch. It's a great spot to live. If you're going to miss, you got to miss there.
Yep, great spot. Looking for a ground ball here, and that's exactly what you're going to get with that pitch.
And I'm surprised Grant's not holding the runner. Letting him get a big lead.
Yeah, first and second, though. Again there with the 1-0 pitch. Nice Nice looked like outside two-seamer that came back over the plate. Kind of fooled the catcher almost. Big lead at second base. Second baseman comes in to cover the pitch. Chop towards first. It's going to stay fair. He's going to step on the bag and take one.
Great jobs by Grant. Going south to north is always easier. You got to make sure ball doesn't get on you. You don't pull a Buckner. Even after all these years, it still pains me as a Red Sox fan.
Tell the folks at home what you mean by south to north there with the glove.
It means you always start low because it's much easier to come up. And that way the ball's going to hit you in the chest if it comes up on you.
Sure.
It may hurt a little bit, but got to sacrifice your body sometimes.
Especially with those choppers, you never know. First pitch to the new batter for Maryland hits him. So we're going to have bases loaded now. That was their 3-hole hitter, Seeley.
And I know it wasn't intentional, but I don't think that's such a bad move.
You know, I was just thinking that. Not that you want to hit anybody, but if you're going to put anybody on base, Thayer Seeley's definitely the guy you want to put on first with the base open and 2 away.
Definitely.
So in now for Maryland is the cleanup hitter with the bases loaded and 2 away. Big at bat here early in this ball game. This is Daniel Fishback. Takes the first pitch. I guess just a little low. Looked good from here.
See if Evans can keep filling up that zone.
The 1-0. Taken just inside. Really feeling the squeeze here in these last couple pitches.
He's just missing if he's missing. Some
I like to
players
think we have a pretty good angle back here, but you never know, I guess.
I mean, doesn't matter what our eyes think.
No, now you got to come back right at him. The 2-0. Called strike in
It's a
just
great
about the
pitch.
same spot as the last one. So he does get the call there, and it puts it up to 2-1 here. Bases loaded. Pretty big lead at second. Just misses high with the 2-1 pitch.
Felt like that ball crossed the letters, but this ump has been consistently with a lower zone.
Definitely has more of a low zone here. And now you just got to come right at him. Make him put it in play here. The 3-1 pitch. Looked like an off-speed pitch there. Called strike 2. That's a big one, too. I'm thinking fastball, and he comes and has the confidence to throw a slider there on a 3-1 pitch. See if he follows it up again with 3-2. Runners going. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's a big strikeout.
And that was a fantastic pitch. I'm a little shocked the runner on third base didn't come with a more outside loop. That's how you get killed.
For sure.
If you were to pull one right down that line, he's looking at your baseball to the face.
So the Gamecocks leave him loaded there. Strand 3 runners as the Terrapins can't cash in on a 2-out rally.
Great job by Evans.
Absolutely. That's going to leave it at 2-0 here as we head to the bottom of the second. We're back here, bottom of the second, as Joey Janusz stands in, the first hitter in the inning for the Gamecocks as he takes ball 1 low and away.
Janusz just got some great flow coming out the back of that.
I'm glad you said that. Chopper to third.
It's a great play.
Good play coming in, charging the ball. Throw to first.
Even better
Good
pick.
scoop. Good scoop out of the first baseman there. 1 away.
We're going to make sure we give the props to him on that one because as a first baseman myself, I felt like everyone was always praising third base and shortstop, even when I saved the play.
No, great pick there at first base by George Gaylord.
Hair felt up. Speaking of hair, got some more flow coming out the back there.
First pitch, hanging curveball that almost hit him.
He's got the LT Tolbert look going. And he is right on the line as well.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Just missing high above the belt there with the fastball. So ahead in the count here is Herfeld. Here comes the 2-0. Foul check there. Check swing.
Looks like he didn't want that swing. He wanted it back.
No, that would have been 3-0 for sure. High and tight there on the fastball.
He's still in a great hitter's count. He can sit on a fastball if he wants, or he can just sit in one location. Ball's there. Take a smack at it.
Absolutely. Out to talk to the pitcher is the catcher here for Maryland.
Speaking of the catcher, I love the old school helmet.
Yeah, I like it. You don't see that too often anymore.
Oh, no. Got those hockey masks.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Just missing low below the knees with the fastball. You know, I hate to say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but that could have definitely been ball 4 there.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt.
Here comes the 3-1. Ball 4 either way.
He's walking on sunshine, apparently.
So good at bat there. Get the leadoff runner aboard here in the bottom of the second. In now for the Gamecocks is McCurry, Evan McCurry.
Fouls one back.
First pitch fouled straight back. Pretty much right on that one there. Pickoff move over to first base, not in time. In comes the 0-1 tapper down the first base line. It's going to roll foul.
He just rolled over that one. Should have tried to take it the other way, but it didn't hurt him in the end.
Well, we'll see. In a quick hole here, 0-2.
See if he can work his count a little bit, foul some balls off.
Average lead over at first base. Hogan with the stretch. The 0-2 taken high. Pretty much a waste pitch there. Didn't really even give him much to offer at.
Oh, the high cheese, he's trying to get him to swing at it and chase it out of the zone.
A little bit too in tight, I think, to get an offer. Pickoff move to first. Back easily.
And I'm sure they realized in the Gamecock dugout that that is not his best at all. It was a very lazy pickoff move.
I don't think we've seen it yet, no.
He's just showing the runner that he is paying attention.
Here comes the 1-2, fouled away off to the left side. Another beautiful sound effect here at Heathwood Hall.
We just talk about how beautiful of a day it is for baseball. Sun's out.
I don't think we
shining.
should because we won't be able to do it justice.
That's true. We
Here
have
comes
no
another
video
1-2,
today.
fouled off to the left side and off the left field fence. Staying alive here.
He's really working this count. He's doing a fantastic job.
Hogan peers in. Another 1-2 pitch fouled away again as the runner was going.
Now
This
we'll
one
get out of play.
also out of play. I guess with the 1-2 count there and the runner going, they were expecting something in the dirt, maybe off speed.
Definitely. Strange pitch to put a hit and run on. Strange count to put a hit and run on.
Certainly.
McCurry did his job protecting the runner.
Probably more of a straight steal there, though. I doubt they had a hit and run on with 2 strikes, but you never know.
Do some crazy things sometimes on the baseball field.
Here comes another 1-2. Swing and a miss, high and tight fastball there. Got him chasing.
That was just a great pitch, but it was great.
Great pitch.
They want me dead. They want me dead. With that price on my head. No, no, no. They want me dead or alive. They want me dead or alive. I'm just trying to survive. Music is all of my high.
Alferez stands in now for the Gamecocks. First pitch to him. Tap back to the mound. Good play by the pitcher. Alferez throws his bat down in frustration. The flip to first is in time. And that's going to do it for us here in the bottom of the second inning. Gamecocks strained a runner. Maryland still leads 2-0.
The Gamecocks remain with only the one hit.
And we're back here, top of the third, as the Maryland Terrapins lead the Gamecocks 2-0. In stands player coach for the Terrapins.
That's a good pitch to start him off with a strike. Getting ahead is very important.
This is
Can't-
sorry, go
Can't do
ahead.
enough. I apologize.
No, you're good. The 0-1 is just missed outside. This is Pradeep Murmurti for Maryland.
got to make sure he's catching those balls.
Lucky this time, no one on. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Chop towards short and third. Shortstop, long throw, and it's off the mark.
Great job by Grant getting off the base, securing the ball to make sure he didn't give up a +1.
That's going to be an infield hit there for Pretty.
And for those of you at home, a +1 is when a ball gets by a fielder and it allows the runner to take an extra base. That was a tough play, though.
Yeah, it's definitely an infield single there.
Shades of Tony Gwynn. The old 5.5 hole.
5.5. And now for Maryland. Putnam. Curtis Putnam stands in. The first pitch to him is taken low and away, ball 1. Pretty over there at first, not getting a very big lead at all, only a step or two off the bag. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Right down Broadway, strike 1.
Again, we can't say enough how well Evans is doing on the mound. He's just filling up that zone.
Not a whole lot of hard hit balls today.
There's that
From either
one
side.
in the right center gap, but that was about it.
The 1-1. Oh, called strike 2. A little bit inside there.
I would say that's a generous call.
Very
Might be
generous.
this umpire's philanthropy week for his fraternity.
What a clever comment there, jeez. Have you been waiting to use that one?
I have.
Okay. The 1-2. Swing and a miss ball in the dirt. Strike 3 and no attempt down to first base, of course, with the base already occupied, less than 2 outs. So in now for Maryland stands the catcher, Taggart, with 1 away. Here comes the first pitch from Evans. Good breaking ball in there for a get-over strike.
And he's really showing his arsenal, and he's throwing it all very well today.
The curveball's working so far today, definitely.
And we've been told that is his strikeout pitch.
And they're just using it for a first pitch get-over strike as the second pitch is fouled away. So let's see what he goes to here. 0-2 with a runner on first, 1 away. I'd expect a curveball in the dirt here, a high fastball maybe since there's a runner on. Here comes a stretch. And in the dirt, but a good block there by the catcher. Bender really doing a good job making sure that runner stays put at first.
You reading minds out there, Dakota?
You know, I don't say I read minds, but that was definitely a curveball in the dirt there. So maybe future teller would be more aligned.
And straight back at us.
Thought you were going to catch that one for a second.
Maybe in my heyday.
Heyday. Says the freshman at the University of South Carolina. Here comes
Peaked
another
early.
2-strike pitch. Good breaking ball, but taken inside. Trying to kind of front door that curveball there.
Didn't quite have enough break and a little late moving on there.
But again, close enough, though. I like the pitch.
He's staying right around the zone. You could not ask for more out of him.
Now the 1-2 stretch pitch. Chopper to short. This could be 2. Flip to second.
6-4.
Oh, and he drops it. Let's see what they call here.
Oh.
They're going to say it was on the catch and not the transfer, so both runners are going to be safe.
That's a tough one to swallow.
Very tough. I don't know if we have instant replay here at Heathwood Hall, but I think if we did, that would be a really close call there if it was on the transfer or not.
I was expecting Moody to pull a red flag out of his sock for a challenge.
That was Hairfelt to Janusz there on the attempted turn. Janusz just couldn't hang on to it. So again, let's see here if Evans can work out of trouble. 1 down. Runners on first and second. First pitch to the new batter is a called strike 1 on the very outside corner, and I say very outside corner because, again, that looked a little generous to me. This is Clifford standing in for Maryland.
I don't think Evans will complain on that one, though.
I'm not complaining, no. I'd like to be pitching. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball front door in there for called strike 2.
And Evans has done a great job of painting the black.
Definitely staying out of the heart of the play, which could really get you in trouble. Doing a good job with that. So now another 0-2. Let's see. I'm thinking high fastball here. Swing and a miss. Straight
And it
through
was
the
a little bit
fastball.
high there.
So strike 3 there and 2 down. That's a big strikeout with runners aboard.
Gives him 2 outs. Got to play at any base.
I don't think he meant to leave that fastball over the plate like he did, but it ended
No.
up working out for him.
Sometimes you just have one of those days where no matter what.
Torrio now stands in for Maryland with 2 away, 2 on. First pitch, good breaking ball over the heart of the plate there, called strike 1.
And not the best location on that one. He hung it a little bit, but it didn't hurt him.
Yeah, again, with the first pitch of the at-bat, you can do that sometimes and get away with it as a good over curveball, as long as the hitter's not sitting on it.
Hitter's sitting fastball, and he sees that, he's not going to be able to.
Speaking of fastball, there's one on the outside part of the plate, just missed away to even the count at 1-1. So another early big at-bat here for Maryland with 2 on, 2 out. Let's see if Evans can work his way out of this one. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, tap back to the mound. That's going to go over his head to short. Tough play on the run, and it throws away against the dugout. That's going to score a run. And the runners are going to move to first and third now, 2 away. So Maryland now notching their 3rd run. This one's going to be unearned here as the shortstop came in on a tough play to charge it, but just had plenty of time and threw it away.
And that's a tough one to swallow. He made a great play coming across the diamond, and he's just going to have to shake that one off. As we see Miles Moody coming back out.
And again, Evans is doing a great job pitching today, and that's nothing you can really do there. Just a chopper right behind him, and the shortstop Hairfeld. I think he rushed a little because he thought he didn't have as much time as he really did.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
So that'll be an unearned run there for sure, especially after the dropped ball at second base on the attempted double play. Looks like they're keeping Evans in. They're just to talk to him here, settle him down. They do have a pitcher warming up down there in the side bullpen. Can't quite tell who it is, but if we get word.
And I've just gotten word it is delay out there.
Okay. So again, back to the top of the order with George Gaylord now for Maryland. And now all of a sudden you've got runners at the corners and 3-0 home for the Gamecocks, 2 away. First pitch to him. Just missing low.
And we'll be seeing, if delay comes out here on the mound at some point, we will be seeing his first
Appearance of the year.
first appearance of the year.
So that'll be exciting. Hopefully we don't have to see him though, and he can lock this down here as Evans fires in, low and in. Ball 2. Can't get frustrated here if you're Evans. Pitching well.
We might see Bender come out there and just talk to him like, hey, you've been doing a great job. It's not on you.
I think he knows that too though. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball missed low and away. Go with a 2-0 breaking ball there with a runner on third. Not a bad idea, but now 3-0. You've really got to come back and make a good pitch here.
He's got a base open that he can put him where he can put him on. So
You don't want to get in the middle of this order though.
no.
Just missing high ball 4. So we went with the fastball there, but just couldn't get the call just above the belt. And that's going to load him up. Striding to the plate now for Maryland is number 35, Cahullin.
We moving Diego.
And it looks like we're going to have our first pitching change of the day.
And it is Brendan Delay.
We're back here after the pitching change. It looks like we're going to have Brendan Delay come in for his first appearance on the year for the Gamecocks.
And the scouting report on him is he has a fastball, curveball, and a changeup. He's going to look to mix them up.
Looks like he has a little more. Looks like he has a little more zip on it than Evans did.
And changing speeds can be a good idea. Have a hard thrower coming in.
But he's coming in with a tough situation here. We've got bases loaded. There are 2 outs. Holman still stands in for Maryland. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball fouled away off to the first base side.
And he was very late on that. He foul off an inside pitch to the right side as a left-handed or right-handed batter. That means he's got some zip.
Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off in the same direction. We'll see if he sticks with the fastball here on 0-2 or if he tries to break out a curveball.
And again, that was a sound effect. No cars were injured.
The 0-2.
Oh,
Good
beautiful
curveball.
curveball.
Front board. Front door of the 0-2 curveball and got him on a swing and a miss. As
He's
we
good.
head to the bottom of the 3rd here, we're going to be Gamecocks down 3-0. Back here with the Gamecocks up bottom of the 3rd. We've got Jack Nonamaker in.
Takes the first pitch low and in.
That's a fantastic name.
Nonamaker.
Jackie Nons, as he's referred to by the team.
Gamecocks looking to get something going here. Only 1 hit so far through 2.
Nonamaker comes in with a 158 average.
Looking to up that here as he takes a low strike 1 call.
Has been drawing quite a bit of walks, though. He's 5 on the season.
And the pitch here low and inside in the dirt here. That makes 2-1. Back to Evans's day. I know it got cut shorter than he'd like, but again, he can't be mad at himself for his appearance today.
He was fantastic on the mound. Really can't stress that enough.
What was there, 1 ball hit into the outfield?
Yeah.
1
And
ball into left center, and everything else was just choppers to the infield. Speaking of choppers, here's one towards short and third as it gets through to left field. We're going to have a base hit there.
Wow, isn't very nice.
The Gamecocks' first clean base hit into the outfield today. Only 2nd hit on the day.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really should never lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the
Christopher Ransom now steps in. Ransom. Back to the leadoff spot. First, we're going to have a pickoff over to first base. Back easily.
And Nonamaker does have the green light to steal, so we could see those wheels on display today.
Decent lead over there at first. Got him leaning. Let's see if he got him. Pick off. No, he's back in safely.
And
So 2 pickoffs in a row here. I think they must have a decent scouting report.
player coach Miles Moody's signaling him to calm it down a little bit, not tip it off.
Another pickoff move. Fans booing here now.
One thing I don't like is the Gamecock bench is not yelling back. You really got to try to help out your runner.
That's true. Another pickoff.
Heard it that time.
Very close that time. Very close, but he's back in safe.
And you almost wonder if Hogan's going to lose focus on the batter and maybe leave something over the middle of the plate.
As long as he keeps getting back, I don't think anybody will be mad about it. First pitch shows bunt. Back to the mound. All they have is a play to first. And they've got him in time there. Good bunt. You know, when you're struggling offensively, that's a great call there.
Oh, absolutely. That's a place you never want to bunt it, but it didn't hurt them.
No, I think it was off enough, and he kind of died in the grass there.
I hopped on the plane at LAX with a dream, my cardigan. Welcome to the land of
In stands the catcher Christopher Bender now. Runner on second, 1 away. First pitch to him, high and away. Good stop by the catcher there.
Just a bit outside. He tried Dakota in this.
See if the Gamecocks can get on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here comes the 1-0 stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the up and in fastball there. So that'll even us up at 1-1. I don't think Bender's too happy with himself chasing after that one.
No, he was clearly not happy when he turned around and kind of looked at himself like, what are you doing?
Big lead over at second. Pitcher steps off to reset. Second baseman now in. Here comes the pitch. Tapper back to the mound. That's going to get past him to short. Going to be a tough play. Charging, fire to first, and he's got him. Good play there by the shortstop for the Maryland defense to Rio. And now stands Nick Burgos with 2 away, runner on third. Big run here at third. First pitch fouled off to the left side, now to play.
And Burgos can really handle the stick, so let's see if he can give the Gamecocks their first run.
First run's always the toughest. It'd be big to get this one. Here comes the 0-1, taken high. Evens up the count at 1-1. Here comes the wind-up stretch pitch. Fouled off back our way. 1-2, and Burgos not happy with himself. He just missed that one.
He knew he had a good pitch to hit, and he could have taken that ball a long way. Maybe put 2 on the board.
Hogan shakes off a couple signs. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman has it, fires to first. And they'll get out of it with no runs there.
Second baseman not really throwing it over very hard. Made it a lot closer play than we were expecting.
Burgos again hustling down the line, but it looks like the Gamecocks going to strain to run, and they're still going to be down 3-0 as we head over to the top of the fourth. And we're back here at top of the fourth as the Maryland Terrapins come to bat with a 3-0 lead over the Gamecocks. In stands their 3-hole hitter, Seeley, the right fielder.
And he's got a big bat, and he's looking to hit a ball hard.
First pitch just misses outside from Delay, who's on for his second inning of work. Wind up, stretch in, the 1-0. Misses low and away again. Fastball location is going to be key for him here. Again, we're in the first game of a 7-inning doubleheader between the Gamecocks and Terrapins. Here comes the 2-0 stretch and the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, just past the pitcher. Diving try, but no good. It's into center field for a clean base hit.
Shortstop, Max Bernstein.
And that was Max Bernstein on the dive. He's a new shortstop for the Gamecocks.
So with the runner on here right away, we're going to have the 4-hole cleanup guy, Fishback, coming in for the Terrapins.
And they're really looking to get some work against this new pitcher and see if they can hit some hard balls up the middle into the outfield. They're struggling to get the ball into the outfield.
First pitch in the dirt. It's going to be ball 1. Looks like a pretty short lead over there at first. The 1-0 called strike 1 at the knees. Coming just straight fastballs here for the most part so far in the inning.
If you can blow it by them, why try anything else? It's a good move over. Keep them honest.
Pick-off move unsuccessful.
Got to make sure the runners know you're paying attention to them. That way
Absolutely.
They don't try anything.
The 1-1. Fastball down Broadway, called strike 2. I don't think Fishback was too happy with himself letting that one go by.
Speaking of New York, we had 2 teams that were in the tournament this year.
Let's hear about it.
Well, Maryland, they were eliminated in the first round by, I believe it was Xavier, who's been playing some inspired basketball. And the Gamecocks were actually in New York this weekend as they won their Sweet 16 matchup with Baylor.
Elite 8, they are headed to.
It's exciting for the students on the USC campus. Never been to an Elite 8. They'd never won consecutive games in the tournament.
So we're going to see if we can create our own March Madness here in the top of the fourth. Chopper right side, just off the glove of the first baseman into right field as it trickles. Runners are going to move station to station. We got first and second now.
That's a hard ball to read. It came up high, and you can't tell exactly when it's going to fizzle out and die.
Again, just another one of those hits. You can't call an error, really, but it's just a chopper and a not really hard hit ball. But it's whatever you got to do. They're just placing it right for Maryland so far today.
There's a little excuse me hit.
Catcher out to talk to the pitcher here, calm him down. Again, just letting him know there's nothing else he can do.
As Rama Marty steps in.
I think you pronounce that name better than I have all day.
It's not an easy name. We're trying over here, though. As Delay looks in to get the sign.
Here comes the first pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back, called strike.
Grant may want to play in front of that runner.
You know, I was thinking that as well, actually. I think now he's going to.
And he
He's
moves
gonna
up.
flip it on the grass at first base.
Because in this situation, you want it to go down the third baseline, free up third base. But if you have all that space, why not?
Squares bunt again, back to the pitcher. Let's see here. He's going to go to third. The play is
Got
out.
him.
Close play.
What a play.
Maryland third base coach doesn't agree with it, but I think he did get him. It was very close.
And I believe we have Austin Powers somewhere on the field. And he really enjoyed that one. Great job of getting the lead runner. It was risky, but
Extremely risky play. You know, high risk, high reward kind of play. Now you've got still double play in order and runners at first and second instead of second and third here with one away.
It's like hitting on 18, expecting a 3.
In stands Putnam now for Maryland as he takes the first pitch low.
Great block by Bender.
Great job, yeah, definitely by Bender there, keeping him at first and second.
His technique was perfect. He got to his knees, slid over, had his chest in front of the ball so it could bounce up in his chest if it took a strange hop.
Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away back to the right side, out of play.
And as Putnam steps up, I want to talk about our runner on second there. Maryland doesn't seem to get a nice walking lead. They seem to start out flat-footed and then go into their secondary. At second base, it leaves you flat-footed. It makes it very, very hard to get a good jump to third.
We're doing it all up here in the press box. We're killing wasps. We're calling baseball games. We're having a good time.
If you hear some screaming, it's either a sound effect or it's us up here getting attacked.
More than likely us getting stung by wasps. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. And that's strike 3. Big strike out there. Keep the runners where they were.
We got 2 down now. Induce a ground ball, maybe another strikeout. He's been pitching fantastic. The pitching from the Gamecocks has just been excellent.
Absolutely.
Pitching on both sides actually has been excellent.
Absolutely. A couple breaks not going our way so far as Taggart stands in now with 2 away. Runners on first and second. Second baseman stands in towards the bag to keep the runners checked. First pitch low.
Dakota, if you decide not to go into broadcasting, I could definitely see you being the next crocodile hunter with those wasps.
You know, I was thinking pest control might be coming my way pretty soon here and offering me a job.
Or it can come up and... I know in the Cliff dormitories and on the USC campus, they have had a cockroach problem.
I'll check it out. Second pitch low and away here is a 2-0. Here comes a 2-0 pitch, called strike 1, low and in. Pretty generous call again there. He's been consistent as far as calling low strikes, but outside and inside, you know, it's a little bit of a guessing game so far today.
Well, South Carolina is running a giving campaign during the NCAA tournament.
There you go.
Try to drum up some funds from donors.
The 2-1 bounces just in front of the plate, it looks like there, and we're going to be at 3-1.
Maybe we have our umpire doing his part.
If that's the case, I could really use some rent money as well. First and second, the 3-1 pitch fouled straight back and just about hit me in the face. Taggart all over that one.
That sound effect accurately described my mind. Then I realized we have a fence and some glass in front of us.
You know, I was thinking what we just heard, so that's good that we put that together.
We have a lot of mind readers in this booth right now.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul ball off to the right side. Runners weren't really going there, which is odd because I'm pretty sure that was the 3-2 pitch. I could be wrong.
They are coming off spring break, so maybe they've got a little lazy and forgot how to play a little bit baseball.
I know the feeling.
Situational.
Here comes another payoff pitch. Pickoff move to second. He won't make the throw.
Just keeping them honest.
That's a good call there. 3-2, 2 outs. You want to make sure they're not just going on first movement. Runners do go this time. Runners go this time, but he gets a strike 3 call. Swing and a miss on the strike 3. And that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Maryland Terrapins still lead 3-0.
We're back here, bottom of the 4th. Back here, bottom of the fourth. Gamecock still trail 3-0. James Grant stands in.
And James has been one of the highlights as far as South Carolina hitting. He's batting .318. Didn't look like that on that swing.
No, check swing there. Didn't want to go around, but he did, so that'll be a first strike.
But he's tied for second in RBIs on the team with 4.
Hogan shakes off a sign. Now comes with the 0-1. Good off-speed pitch. Had him really out on front foot there, 0-2.
He's got to try to keep that head in. He's looking out on the left field pole. Not much he can be able to do.
You know, if I'm Hogan, I'm sticking with that exact same pitch. He's had him twice fooled on it so far. And he does just that. This will be a slow roller to third, fouled away.
He missed his spot a little bit. He wanted to go outside again where he got Grant the first 2 times.
I don't want to say I'm 3 for 3 guessing pitches here, but I am.
We got a little enthusiasm out of the Gamecock bench as they're really getting into it.
How about these fans today? I mean, they're everywhere.
We do have Gamecock faithful down there in the bleachers.
Chopper right back to the mound. That's going to be an easy play. Underhand flip to first. Step on the bag. 1 away.
Pretty solid contact, though.
It was.
JP, they ready. Let's go.
Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
Joey.
I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my.
So Joey Janusz stands in as he's feeling himself here. With 1 away, none on. First pitch. Little blooper to short. That's going to be an easy catch there. 2 up, 2 down.
You got that dream, daydream, look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like, and we go
Nice burn.
down. We come back every time, we never go out.
And Max Bernstein stepping up to the plate.
This will be his first at-bat of the day as he took over at shortstop last inning.
Little Taylor Swift to get him up to the plate.
First pitch just about got him on the kneecap there, low and in. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive to second, 1 hop. Good catch there by second baseman. Lob over to the first off the mark. The tag not in time. He's safe with a head first slide into first base.
And Glenn Quagmire's actually made an appearance today. We've had quite a list of characters that are at this game.
How about that slide there by Bernstein though to know to get out of the way
That's
of
a
the tag.
heads-up play. And as his walk-up song would imply, he's swift on his feet getting there.
I like it.
That's why you always run out the ball, kids.
Now 1 away here.
McCurry takes a hearty hack.
Runner on first, 1 down. McCurry swing and a miss on the first pitch. Pretty average lead over at first base. Here comes the 0-1. All-speed pitch, blooper into center. The center field's all over it.
That's an Adam ball. At least we're
And
making
Cahalan
contact
makes a
on that.
nice catch there. I apologize. That's a third out.
Third out.
So that's a third out there. That's my bad. And we're headed to the top of the 5th here as we return. Maryland leads 3-0. Here for the top of the 5th, Gamecocks trail the Terrapins 3-0 as Clifford stands in and takes a high high ball on the first pitch there.
Clifford's right on the plate there. That was a little chin music, probably to back him up.
Here comes the 1-0 stretch and the pitch. Good breaking ball high, but a call to strike.
And on the throwdown during warm-ups, Max Bernstein did his best for Keem Felder and got up there to catch the ball. High
The
pop
1-1
back.
straight back our way and over our heads out of play.
I apologize. I cut you off it.
No, you're good. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball, about the same spot as the first call he got, but not this time, 2-2. Less likely to get the high strikes call when they're breaking balls there.
And as a batter, your key should be if you ever have to raise your eyes up a little bit or look up a little bit, you leave that pitch.
And there's a swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt, low and away. Strike 3 for the first out. Good strikeout pitch there to get him for out number 1. In now for the Terrapins is Taneo, the shortstop. He'll watch the first pitch inside, called strike. And it may look like it's a little inside to us, but again, we keep mentioning how close to the plate these Terrapins are. So that may have something to do with it as the second pitch is fouled back our way, strike 2.
And that's a great job by this umpire. He knows what they're doing, and understandably, it's legal. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great decision. Some umpires will not give it to you.
As the 0-2 is a jam shot down the first base line. Good job covering by the pitcher there as he flipped to him for the second out.
And can I just say that our man on the organ has been doing a fantastic job today.
You can just say that because it's true. So looking for a quick inning here. It would be great for the Gamecocks to get back in the dugout and get the bats rolling again.
And just a reminder, this is Spencer Lee, and
Dakota Watson here on the call for Heathwood Hall.
typically we have Brett Williams in here. He's a fantastic commentator.
As we get to the top of the order here, George Gaylord takes called strike 1.
Brett has one of those voices that's just made for sports.
He is. He absolutely does. And a hard foul ball off the face of the away dugout there. You know, I have to say, when I was playing at this field here a few years ago when I was in high school, they did not have the netting in front like they do now, and I think someone may have lost a life if that ball had done what it had done a few years ago, because that went straight off the netting there, and it saved about 5 people's lives, it looked like.
Headshot, that's plus what, 100?
At least. As he takes the next pitch high and away on the breaking ball there, lost command of it.
My high school ball days, we had no nets, and we took quite a few balls into the dugout. Had a
Yeah,
couple
that one was
injuries
scary
coming out
there
of
for
that.
sure. As it gets a swing and a miss there. Strike 3 and a great inning
And
there
delay
by
worked
delay.
quickly that inning. Fantastic job.
So we're going to head over to the bottom of the 5th here to see if the Gamecocks can get it on the scoreboard here as they still trail 3-0.
They want me dead. They want me dead. With that price on my head. No, no, no. They want me dead or alive. They want me dead or alive. I'm just trying to survive.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th as Alferez stands in for the Gamecocks. First pitch to him is low and in, ball 1.
Alferez wearing number 11, commonly referred to as Sticks.
Here comes the pitch. Fly ball right field line. This is going to be a tough play for him. Hooking foul. Diving try. Oh, and he couldn't hang on with it. Would have been a
Almost
heck
had
of a
that. Would
play.
have been.
Would have been a heck of a play. Seeley out there just almost made a SC top 10 play. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Speaking of SC top 10, did you catch that Wisconsin-Florida game last night?
I did, and that was something else. Couple top 10 plays in that game, if you ask me.
Wisconsin at the end of regulation with the floater from 3 that tied the game up, and it forced overtime. And then Florida's point guard said, "What you can do, I can do better," and hit the same exact shot for Florida to win the game for
That's
them.
exactly right. Here's the ground ball, second base, flipped to first in time by about a foot.
And the amazing thing about that shot is it was with 4 seconds left. He went the length of the court and was able to hit that shot, which actually put them up 1 and ended the game. That's the buzzer sounding.
Instance Nonamaker here for the Gamecocks with 1 away, none on. Takes first pitch low and in, ball 1.
Nonamaker, again, great name. We've had some great walk-up songs for some of these players as well. I'm sure you can hear them through the broadcast.
The 1-0 slashed away out of play down the left field line to even the count at 1-1.
Got a little Taylor Swift, some Miley Cyrus.
You know, I'm a big Selena Gomez fan. I'd
She's
probably
very,
have to
very talented.
pick something in that wheelhouse. Is a good off-speed pitch here, breaking ball in for strike number 2. Back toward the slider there.
And Hogan's been working ahead a lot today.
Absolutely, it's a big part of it. As the 1-2 just misses low and away with the fastball. Good pitch. Just close enough to want to chase it, but a good job here to lay off of it by Nonamaker. Yeah, how about the job that the pitcher here, Hogan, has done for him? He's looking sharp as he gets a ground ball third base off the glove and into left field.
That was a
Took a
chopper
nasty
ground
hop.
ball.
Nasty hop there. No! Depending on how generous we are, that might be a hit as well. That was going to be a tough play and just a nasty hop there over the third baseman.
I don't really care if you cry. I really shouldn't have lied. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby,
gets him in. 1-on-1 out. First pitch almost got him on the elbow there, up and in.
See, as a player, you just got to turn your back and take that. It's a free base. I know you want to swing the bat. I know you want to be the hero. Down 3, you're going to take every base runner you can get.
Speaking of being a team player, he squares the bunt here, but he takes back, and it's a pass ball there, it looks like. And the runner on second.
baby.
So now you're up 2-0 with a runner on second here. They'd love to get on the board and not leave it all for the 6th and 7th.
And one thing we've seen out of the varsity baseball team is they've been trying to play a bit of small game as well. They've been struggling, but
Sure.
they're working on it.
As the 2-0 pitch is fouled off to the right side, out of play towards all the cars over there, and I think it somehow dodged all of them.
This field is definitely a good field for getting your car hit by a baseball. Might end up with a couple dents, maybe even a cracked windshield.
It's all in a day's work here. It's what you got to do to come watch baseball. As he takes a called strike low and in there, even up the count at 2-2.
And the fans have shown up in droves.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Peers in. Here comes the 2-2. Check swing. And he didn't go around. It's going to be full count.
Catcher looked to verify from the first base umpire, but we only have 2 umpires in these games.
No first base umpire. Runner on second here. 1 away. Full count pitch. Chopper back to the mound. He checks the third. He's going to go to it. Throw. Offline. Everybody's safe. Really gutsy call there. Just
Wow, it's very nice.
should have taken the out at first there. It would have been 2 down, runner on third. So he gets a little greedy. Tries to get the lead runner at third over there. He could have had him, but it would have had been a perfect throw.
One of those problems I saw was he did not take that hop. He had plenty of time. He needed to gather himself. It's hard coming off the mound and making a throw.
So the offline throw has runners at first and third here with just 1 away. And a line drive shot fouled on the left field line.
You straighten that out a little bit, he could get his average up there over the 300 mark, potentially.
This is Bender in, the catcher for the Gamecocks. Now down 0-1.
And he started off a little shaky at the plate, but he's done a fantastic job behind there. He's been blocking almost every ball, and
Doing a
that's
great job.
critical.
Runners on the corner. Here comes the 0-1. Runner at first going. Throw down's not going to be made. They'll concede the extra base there to make sure the runner from third doesn't score. So they'll have second and third now with 1 away.
And that'll be scored as a defensive indifference.
Yep. Here comes the 0-2 pitch now. Misses high.
Typically, teams have a couple of plays that they do when they have runners on first and third. I've seen some that will throw it down. I've seen others that will throw straight back to the pitcher to act as if they're throwing down. I've seen shortstops and second basemen cut across right behind the pitcher. And then I've seen the fake as well as throwing right back to third.
Here comes a fly ball right center field. We'll have it play. The play is it's caught, but the runner at third is going to stay home.
That one was too shallow.
Yeah, I agree. That was going to be tough.
And Seeley's got a fantastic arm out there, so smart move.
We've heard a lot about Seeley's arm up there in right field, so good move there to stay put at third base. And I think the fact you've got your 3-hole hitter Burgos coming into the plate here is a factor in staying at third base. So we've now got a huge at-bat here by Burgos getting to the late stages of this ball game.
And I don't know the name of the song, and I don't currently have Shazam up, but Burgos, has the attitude that matches the song perfectly.
Well, we better have attitude here as we've got 2 in scoring position here as he swings and misses for strike 1 to even up the count at 1-1.
If you notice, Burgos has those bright neon batting gloves, much like David Ortiz.
I lied. It's actually 0-2 now. He's in the hole. I thought the first one was a called ball, but it was a strike.
We were testing you.
And just like that, a swing and a miss is a huge strikeout there for Burgos as Hogan takes care of business in strands 2 and run in scoring position. So can't cash in there, and the Gamecocks are going to stay down 3-0 as we head to the top of the 6th.
And we have a new pitcher for the Gamecocks. It'll be Austin Sullivan. He's appeared in 6 games. He has an earned run average of 3. So in 9 innings worked, he's only given up 3 runs.
The first pitch here to Cahulan for Maryland is fouled away. 4-0-1 count.
Starting ahead, that's a good sign.
Here comes the 0-1. Ball in the dirt there to even up at 1-1. Sullivan's pitch is called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate.
Sullivan is actually a strikeout pitcher. He's averaging more than a strike per inning. And if South Carolina can rally a comeback here, in either the bottom of 6th or 7th, he'll be in line for one. Let your fielders make the play. If you leave one over the plate, it does happen. Great pitch and even better swing to fight it off. He's looking to jam him up inside. He's hit off the bat. Looks like Bender got caught in the hand there. Most catchers keep it behind their back during the pitch, but he came back to brought it back out in order to help stop the ball, so the runner couldn't sprint down to first and maybe take second. Good job by Bender. Letting your teammates see a lot of pitches is always good. It allows them to time them up better. If the wasp doesn't kill us, it might be a ball hit back to us. Double whammy. Again was surprising. Leaping ability. Oh yeah. He's not a big guy, so makes up for it. Scoring position or duck on the pond, as they say. He might run a little 3 signal set where he signals for 3, and they pick one that's the pitch.
Sullivan now back on the rubber, stares in, gets a sign. Here comes the 1-1. Misses low.
I had a couple games playing catcher, and when I had a runner on second, I would actually use my head to signal to the pitcher. I would flash a bunch of signs, and then I'd either nod my head to the left, right, or straight back.
It's a
straight
big
down.
target, so probably pretty easy for the pitcher to see.
Oh yeah.
Your head, that is. Only kidding. But yeah, so we got even up count here, 2-2 now. Still runner on second, nobody out.
Well, if I was having a good game, the head was huge.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, metaphorically speaking. Here comes a 2-2.
Takes a long look at second.
Batter calls time there.
And that's what you got to do as a batter. You don't want to get too rigid in there. You want to stay a little loosey-goosey.
Absolutely.
You're breaking the pitcher's rhythm.
Because he's trying to break yours by staring in for a longer period of time.
Exactly.
Here comes another 2-2. The pitch. Just misses inside there. A lot of break on that ball there, but missed inside.
Whenever you have a pitcher who's in a zone, especially, they're just mowing guys down. They're working quick, but they're working really slow. A good thing for a batter to do is always call time a couple times, get the pitcher uncomfortable, make him work at your speed.
Here comes the full count pitch, and he lost him up and away there with the fastball. So 2 straight walks here to start the inning. That's not exactly how you want to start your outing. Going to see if Sullivan can bounce back here and get a big out.
This is right at the meat of the lineup. You don't want to put guys on base for them to take
And if you're Maryland, this is exactly what you want. You've got your cleanup hitter Fishback coming in now with 2 on, no out. And you can really blow this game open.
And Fishback's another big guy. It looks like he can hit the ball a long way.
Pick off the second close move, but he's back in there safely. I don't think they timed that perfectly, but still not bad to show it.
Yeah, and a time and play is typically not the best move. If he shows a little daylight play, then we're looking at potentially something that's more likely to get the runner.
Big lead at second. Here comes the first pitch to Fishback, called strike on the breaking ball on the outside part of the plate.
One thing the coaches I've had have preached in the previous years has runner on second. You start out as far back in the baseline as you can, and you walk towards the pitcher while also walking towards third, so that way you'll walk into your lead.
Sure. Shows bunt here from the cleanup spot, then pulls back. Interesting there.
You're more likely to get a pitcher to fire back at you on a pickoff, and you're actually closer to the base than you look, and more than likely safe, and you have the potential of a wild throwing error, and can sometimes get an extra base out of it.
Here comes the 1-1. We'll see if he's bunting again. He is, and pulls back. Called strike, throw down to second behind the runner, and it's off the shortstop's glove, but he knocks it down.
And
So the
Bernstein has
runner
done
will
a
stay put.
fantastic job of making sure he's at least getting a glove on those balls so they're not squirting out into center field and making an easy pass for the runners to get to
Definitely.
the third and second.
So how interesting is it that the cleanup here is squaring to bunt? Team player for sure with no outs and runners on first and second.
Kent Murphy wouldn't like it.
Here comes a 1-2, probably not bunting here. He's not, and he fouls off the pitch just barely to stay alive.
That ball had a little bite to it.
Definitely some late movement there. But a good job there by Fishback just to stay alive.
Made a great adjustment on it. And as you get to the upper levels of baseball, players typically can foul off a ball at their own accord. If they don't like a pitch, they know how to foul it off, so that's not what they're putting in play.
Certainly. Runners going here. Ball low and in, throw down to third is off the line. So both runners advance there. And now the count evens up at 2-2.
Now Ferris had to get to his knees to get that one, but he was able to keep it in front of him. There's a lot of space out there in right and left foul territory. It's a lot like O.Co Coliseum where the Oakland A's are playing.
Yeah. So there, if you're Maryland, this works out well for you because then you get your cleanup guy to be able to swing away here, and both runners already advanced instead of using him for a bunt. So now on a 2-2 pitch, chops one to first. They're going to concede the run. He steps on the bag.
He hit that ball hard enough. I think Grant could have come to the plate, but he got the
I
safe
think I
out.
would have, honestly. Down 3 already, but they obviously had already decided what they wanted to do before that play. He was in a little bit, probably even with the bag, but decided just to step on first and get the first out of the inning.
Infield's in again.
Trying to cut down the run here if they get something hit hard right at him. In comes Pradeep Ramurti.
Again to Grant.
Another
A little trouble with it.
Another
But he's
ground ball
able to
here to
get-
first. He bobbles it and can't get the out.
It's a hard thing with first basemen. You don't realize the ball pops out sometimes.
So they're just saying he did get the out, actually. He stepped on the bag, but the run scored because he bobbled it right after he stepped on the bag. Interesting call there. I thought for sure they were going to throw it. So the run does score is the important part, which means Maryland now takes a 4-0 lead. 5-0 lead.
Sorry there, Dakota. I didn't mean to yell. I was just
No, you were. I don't
little
know how I missed
excited.
that one.
You can get lost in the lull of the game.
Long day here at the ballpark, I guess, huh?
We will stay with you all the way out to the second game.
Here's a strike fired over there by Sullivan.
I'd much prefer to do this than study some public relations or maybe
Ooh.
some statistics.
No kidding. High there and out of the zone with the fastball. That makes it 3-1 here. I think if you see a walk, you might see a mound visit. Here comes a 3-1. Check swing didn't go around, but a called strike anyways. That makes it full.
Looks like on that one he wanted to swing, but decided late and
Wasn't a great 3-1 pitch to hit. It was a pretty good pitch. Pitcher's pitch there, so probably smart pulling off of that one. Here comes the 3-2. That one's fouled off down the right field line and out of play.
being left-handed, I used to love those low fastballs.
Sure. Here comes the wind-up stretch and the payoff full count pitch. Good
That was right
change
by.
up there. Ooh. Strike 3, and then we'll head to the bottom of the 6th when we return. 2 more runs there for Maryland. Puts the score at 5-0. Gamecocks need to get the bats rolling when we return.
Back here with the Gamecocks up to bat with James Grant at the bottom of the 6th here in a 5-0 hole as Grant takes the first pitch high out of breaking ball, ball 1.
And Grant comes up with the walk-up music. It's a little bit funky, just like him.
Here comes the pitch. Half-hearted swing there for strike 1. Kind of fooled him with a breaking ball in the dirt there.
Yeah, Grant's going to want that swing back, but he's still finding the count, and he can look for his pitch.
The 1-1 swings through that one. Just below the knees, strike 2. Enough can't be said about the job Stephen Hogan has done today for Maryland on the mound.
He's been fantastic.
Even when he's gotten into trouble, he's found a way to get right back out of it. Strike 3, swing and a miss, ball in the dirt for the first out of the inning.
And when we were talking to Hogan earlier, I noticed he looked like he had a Rawlings Primo. Love that mitt. A beautiful Italian leather.
Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
One
Joey,
thing,
go ahead. I was going to say Joey Janusz stands in now for the Gamecocks with 1 out, nobody on. Takes called for a strike.
one thing baseball players are passionate about: their leather and their hair.
Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball in there, just a little low. Evens up the count at 1-1. Good job laying off that, too, by Janusz there.
A lot of times, players won't want anyone else's hand to ever go in their glove. Most players do have a name for their glove.
You know, I'm a germaphobe, so that's why I would not want someone else's hand in there. As Janusz takes a called strike 2.
I have Donald Trump hands, a little bit small. So I didn't want people to stretch out my gloves.
For those
I
of you
wanted
at
that
home,
tight.
he's not lying there, a little weird looking. Here comes a breaking ball lined up in the middle for a clean base knock. That'll get you going there with 1 away, runner on first.
Very nice.
See if the Gamecocks can keep it going.
Number 30 pinch runner.
On to pinch run now for the Gamecocks is number 30, Christopher Murphy. And in for the plate is Max Bernstein, who has a big hack at the first pitch and fouls it off to the right side.
Little man, big hack.
That's right.
And Murphy, we may want to mention, he may be stealing here. He has 3 stolen bases, has not been caught yet this year.
And before the inning, when they were warming up, the catcher for the Terrapins, Taggart, had a cannon arm down to second base, so that'll be an interesting cat and mouse game here. As the second pitch misses low and away, it evens up the count 1-1. Average lead over there at first is as the pitch is fouled away. 1-2 now. Hogan shakes off a sign.
Bernstein's sporting the front batting glove.
Ground ball
only.
to second, could be 2. Over to first. Double play there for the Terrapins.
Little 4-6-3. And
That'll do us here for the bottom of the 6th as we head to the final inning with the Terrapins leading 5-0.
And Miles Moody is the new Gamecock pitcher. He is the manager player, and this will be his 5th appearance. He's worked 5 2/3 innings so far, and he has a ERA of 0, so he has not let up an earned run yet.
And as Taggart stands in, the catcher from Maryland, Moody's going to try to keep this where it is. So we got a big deficit as it is. So 5-0. We need to keep him clean off the bases here.
If he can stay away from the ball, the walks, that'll be huge.
First pitch called strike on the inside part of the plate.
I'm hoping he heard me. So I have the ESP where they can hear me, and you
I
have the
future telling to guess
future
the
telling.
pitches,
Okay.
sure. Here comes a fastball lined into center. Center fielder on the run, makes the catch. Good job by Ransom there to get a good jump on that ball.
And that's a hard ball coming from directly straight on to a fielder. It's hard to judge those balls on how far they're going to go.
It was tough for me to tell. I thought it was going to drop down in there.
I thought it was going to be a nice Texas Leaguer. For those of you at home that don't know what a Texas Leaguer is, it's a little blue pit.
Second baseman Clifford stands in for the Terrapins, trying to get a one-out rally started. Moody looks in the first pitch, right down Broadway, strike one.
And another Gamecock pitcher just filling up the zone. It's good to see for them.
Little movement on that. Might have been a cutter. Here comes the 0-1 stretch pitch. Swing and a miss straight through the fastball, strike two.
Can't tell if he does have a little cut action or he just throws a heavy ball naturally on the fastball.
It's a good thing to see from a righty. It's not often. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up back our way.
Grant gives it
And
a
out of play.
chase, but it's out of play.
Didn't want to leave that one right over the plate like he did, but got lucky that Maryland was only able to foul that one off. Here comes the 0-2 one-out pitch. Swinging a hard foul ball down the left field line.
Almost took the third base coach's head off. He may want to go into headhunting as a career after he's done it.
Good at bat so far here by
UMD
Clifford to
in
stay
College
alive.
Park.
Another 0-2 here from Moody. Ball in the dirt. Check swing. He said he went around, but the catcher can't find it. He's going to get down to first. Now he's looking for second. And he's going to take second standing up easily.
And Bender couldn't find that ball. One of those that bounced way off. And this, as we've said, this is a very deep backstop here.
Absolutely.
And Moody recognized it right away and was able to get there.
So the strikeout turns into a two-bagger on the wild pitch.
And that's big. One out, runner on second. You don't want to let this lead get any larger because you already got your work cut out for you in the bottom half of the inning. This is the last inning. We are playing 7 here because we are playing a doubleheader.
Torrio now stands in for Terrapins. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch in the dirt, and it gets by him to the backstop. He's going to take third standing up. And the catcher now, Bender, getting a little frustrated, it looks like.
And as a player, you just got to flush that and focus on the next play. It's hard, but as an athlete, you need to have sports amnesia.
And both of those are wild pitches either way, so it's not like those are really on him. I know he's frustrated and thinks he should block those up, but here comes the 1-0 stretch and the pitch. Fouled off right side and out of play. That evens it up at 1-1. Infield coming in now. They cannot allow another run to score here, so expect anything on the infield to be thrown home here. Here comes a 1-1. Ground ball right side. That's through into right field, base hit.
That gets right in a hole.
And that's what's tough about bringing the infield in. I think if they're back in regular depth, that's an easy ground out.
Oh, definitely.
But when you're already down 5-0 in the last inning, you don't really have a choice. Back to the top of the order here for Maryland as George Gaylord stands in.
And
1 on, 1 out.
the Gamecock dugout looking for a double play as the middle infielders are at double play depth.
Here comes the first pitch to the open stance hitting Gaylord. Strike one.
And Moody has a very over-the-top delivery.
Small lead at first, but the throw over to first almost got him as he dives in back safely.
Well, we've seen one pickoff today. Why not another?
Here comes the 0-1. Stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss straight through the fastball. Good life on that one.
He blew it right by him. You might want to choke up a bit there on that bat. Maybe take a step back in the box, see the ball a little longer.
Again, average lead over at first. Here comes the 0-2 one-out pitch. Swing and a foul tip caught by the catcher. That's going to be strike three. Big strikeout there for the second out of the inning. They're going to try to strand the runner here at first.
Absolutely pivotal to get a strikeout there. No one advances. And no, Karnowski from the Gonzaga basketball team was not here cutting down trees. That was just another sound effect.
That's so impressive. Where do you come up with this stuff? Eric Cahulla now stands in for Maryland. First pitch swinging, blooper into right fielder charging. McCurry coming on, and he makes a squeeze on the plate in the inning. So
you know,
we're going to head to the bottom of the seventh here, the last last inning for us, and the Gamecocks are going to be down 6-0. Got a lot of work to do, so we'll be back.
And you know, they asked me the same thing on my test. Where do I come up with this stuff? And we're back here in the bottom of the 7th. This is the last chance for the Gamecocks. And they have a 6-run deficit to try to erase.
McCurry stands in here. First guy on base is big for the Gamecocks here in the bottom of the 7th. Takes the first pitch up and away. I'm sure they're going to take a first pitch strike here.
Try to work the pitcher. Hogan's been in there all game. If he starts missing up a lot, that's a sign of fatigue in a pitcher.
I don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen yet as he blows by a fastball for strike 2.
I think
Strike
they're going
1,
to try to
excuse me.
ride him out here because you got 2 games.
Yeah,
today.
doubleheader, a little different strategy there.
Then you have a 9-inning game tomorrow. You want to keep as many pitchers fresh as you can.
Here's a ground ball right side. Second baseman stays down on it. Flips to first. Easy out, number 1 there from Clifford to Gaylord on the out.
They want me dead. They want me dead. With that price on my head. No, no, no. They want me dead or alive. They want me dead or alive. I'm just trying to survive.
Here stands Alferis trying to get on base here for the Gamecocks. Get something started with 1 away. It's a nice slider in there for called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Swing and a miss straight through the high fastball. Strike 2. In a hole here early is Alferis. Hogan working right through these Gamecocks. Here comes the 0-2. Fouled away off to the right side.
Foul
Now to
back.
play.
And I'd like to welcome to the broadcast studio Jack Taylor, John Dowdy, and Devin Gobeil.
Here comes an 0-2. Breaking ball missed high. Hung that one.
All of whom work with Capital City Sports along besides us and produce great content for SGTV. Just follow us on YouTube. Subscribe.
Here comes a 1-2, 1-out pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside part of the plate. One of the first called strikeouts we've seen all day.
And Nonamaker's up with the last chance here.
That's why I'm 7 o'clock, that's prime time. Having a watch guy calling from the hotlines. Why you keep giving me hotlines? I'm a star, how could I not shine?
Nonamaker here, the last hope for the Gamecocks in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the first pitch to him. Breaking ball. Backdoored that one. Called strike 1.
And we have a little break as the ball squirts out into right center field.
Hogan here trying for the complete game shutout.
And he's been phenomenal today. We can't preach that enough.
He shakes off a couple signs. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a foul ball.
And he's way ahead.
And now the Gamecocks down to their last strike here with 2 outs.
We had a chance to talk to Hogan before the game. Seems like a great dude. Yes, I just said dude on air. And he comes from Maryland and University of Maryland as well. So he stayed in state there.
Hogan now peering in. Looking for the strikeout to end the game. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. Fifth back over to first.
And that'll
Low
do it
throw and a
for
good
us.
Play. That's the ball game.
That's the end of game 1.
So Maryland takes game 1 of this doubleheader, seven-inning doubleheader here, 6-0.
And we'll be back shortly with a recap of game 1, and we will also be here for game 2.
Keep it locked.
So Gamecocks dropped the first game of the doubleheader here at Heathwood Hall High School in Columbia, South Carolina, 6-0 to the Maryland Terrapins. What did you see out there today?
I didn't see a lot of hard hit balls. Pitching really dominated this game. Yes, it was 6-0, but Maryland only had the 1 hit deep into the outfield, and it was honestly midway, and this is not a big field. Pitching definitely dominated, as I said.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at a 6-0 game, you got to look to Maryland's starter who went the entire way. Stephen Hogan there, just a complete game shutout. Really pretty dominant, honestly. Gamecocks couldn't get a whole lot going.
He could have been a Hogan's hero. He was absolutely fantastic on the mound, and he worked ahead often. And that's what you got to do as a starting pitcher to put your team in a chance to win a ball game, and he did that exactly.
I think the biggest thing coming out of that game was Hogan was able to go the distance, which means now they have their full bullpen ready for game number 2 here in about 30 minutes.
And the Gamecocks went through 3 pitchers, so they're shortening up that pen a little bit.
And all of them did well. A lot of soft little choppers hit, especially off the starter today. And you can't be too frustrated with it as from a defensive and pitching standpoint today.
No, I think that they did a fantastic job. We've seen sometimes where they've been a little shaky, a lot of bases on balls in the first game versus UGA last week. But the pitchers did a fantastic job today, and we saw some pretty solid fielding.
I think the biggest part of the game was, I believe, in the 5th inning when the Gamecocks had 2 on and they were only down 3-0. And it was 1 out and 2 on, and we couldn't get either of them home here, and both of them in scoring position. That was huge.
Yeah, Hogan did not allow them to capitalize on any opportunities where they had runners in scoring position. He just did a fantastic job.
And even at that part in the game, we had the middle of our order up. We had who we wanted, the guys that we needed up, the 2 and the 3 hole, and we just couldn't get it done. So that was a big part there, and that's the reason we kept it 6-0.
And that'll do it for Game 1, and we will be back with you for Game 2 from Capital City Sports. I'm Spencer Lee.
Dakota Watson here.
And y'all have a great day.